Prayer.
Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness has appointed and the Parliament for the welfare of society, good of all human lives upon it, and the just government of its people, we beseech you to look with your abundant favor upon us, your servants, who have entrusted with the performance of such important trust in this community. Let your blessing descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we may treat and consider all matters that shall come under our attention and deliberation in so just and faithful a manner as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of this region and of those whose interests you have committed to us. Amen.
Item number 1 from the order paper, communication from the chair.
Honorable members, you will recall that our great leader, Mzee Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, had a successful swearing-in ceremony after a resounding victory as President of the Republic of Uganda. We shall have a formal motion to congratulate him in our next sitting of the House. I also have to recognize Mrs. Jane Seruwangi Nalunga, the Executive Director of Siatini, Uganda, and her team, who are here to sign an MOU with Eala to foster collaboration in various areas. And we have already signed that memorandum. Oh, good. So let's proceed.
Item number 2 from the order paper, motion for a resolution seeking leave of the House to introduce a private members bill entitled the East African Community Youth Council Bill 2026. Motion.
Honorable Dr. Siranda, move your motion.
Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move a motion for a resolution of the Assembly seeking leave for the House to introduce a private members bill entitled the East African Community Youth Council Bill 2026. I beg to leave.
Do you have a seconder? Yes, Honorable Francoise. You can proceed by justifying it.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues. I move a motion seeking leave. I move a motion for resolution seeking leave of the House to introduce a private members bill entitled the East African Community Youth Council Bill 2026. Whereas Article 59 of the Treaty for the Establishment of the East African Community empowers any member to propose any motion to introduce any bill in the Assembly. And whereas the Rule 64 of the Assembly Rules of Procedure reinforces the right of every member to move a private member's bill. Noting that Rule 26 of the Rules of Procedure of the Assembly has duly been complied with, giving notice seeking leave of the House to introduce a private member's bill that is aimed at providing a legal framework for harmonization of the laws and policies regarding the youth in East African Community region, which therefore goes a long way as implementing the East African Youth Policy 2014, which itself deserves its parameters under Article 120 of the East African Treaty and further amplified under the successive EAC development strategies. Cognizant that this assembly and this assembly had previously undertaken efforts to enact the bill under the outgone member of the Fourth Assembly, the Honorable Susan Nakauchi, who does not have any right to introduce any right of reintroducing the bill, and yet this bill with these necessities, necessary modifications by Honorable Siranda is of paramount and importance to the youth of the East African community. Now, therefore, this assembly do resolve to grant leave to Honorable Dr. Siranda Gerald Blacks to introduce the private members bill entitled the East African Community Youth Council Bill. I beg to move, Right Honorable Speaker.
Proceed.
I beg to move. I have moved.
Yes, I've allowed you.
Okay, thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, the objective of this bill is to provide a legal framework for harmonization of the laws and policies regarding the youth in the community. Right Honorable Speaker, the budget that was presented to us here by the Right Honorable Speaker, towards its end in the conclusion, it says that this was a budget to move the young people. This is a community of around 400 people, Right Honorable, 400 million people, Right Honorable Speaker, whose total population is 75% is about young people. Right Honorable Speaker, there can be nothing for the young people without the young people on the table. Right Honorable Speaker, if you have a menu on the table without sitting on table to design how that menu will come on the table, Right Honorable Speaker, the young people will be eaten on that table. Right Honorable Speaker, we cannot speak about the community where the biggest percentage are young people, where every country has got its own policies, every country has got its own laws, without a formal framework that brings young people together on table with the legal framework. Right Honorable Speaker, we will be doing this without putting in a plan of our young people. Right Honorable Speaker, out of the support of young people. I am a product of youth politics. I am a product of National Youth Council politics. Right Honorable Speaker, the many initiatives that have nurtured all of us in the House, we cannot continue to speak in this House, Right Honorable Speaker, without involvement of the young people. The objective of this bill, Right Honorable Speaker, is to institutionalize a meaningful youth participation in governance and decision-making, to promote youth into economic empowerment and employment. When you speak about the area of unemployment, the area of peace and security, the area of trafficking, the area of gender-based violence, the area on human, and now when you align it with the current times of AI, Right Honorable Speaker, it is paramount and important that this community, with the able now Secretary General, who has been a youth leader himself within the formal structure of where he has come, he believes and we believe that the young people's participation is very sentimental. I don't want to waste a lot of time, Right Honorable Speaker. The youth in the area of context of peace and security, I have talked about that. We want to propose in this bill that we institutionalize the area of seeking for employment, areas of establishing the youth-led regional peace-building platforms. We create an early warning and conflict prevention system that engages young people right from the days of the debate, right from the secondary school to the tertiary institutions and all levels within East Africa. We also want to speak about involvement of the young people into the informal sector. When we speak about young people and the youth, Right Honorable Speaker, we don't only talk about those that are in university, those are tertiary institutions. We are speaking about the people and young people that are involved into the biashara that brings money within this community, Right Honorable Speaker. Majority of the people that are involved in issues of cross-border trade, involved in issues of human trafficking, traffickers, and all those, Right Honorable Speaker, the biggest percentage, Right Honorable Speaker, are young people. We want to support the capacity building awareness program on areas of peace and security prevention, gender-based violence, youth promotion in participation in areas of immigration, conflict reconstruction, and conflict sensitivity, strengthening the regional collaboration through joint youth peace task force, Right Honorable Speaker. This bill will give us a framework and a legal arena under which we will be implementing the areas and bring the young people into issues of peace and security within the region. Combating human trafficking, the modern day slavery, Right Honorable Speaker. In this bill, we propose to harmonize the anti-human trafficking laws across the East African partner states, establish the regional mechanism for prevention, protection, and persecution of and then rehabilitation of the areas of human trafficking, strengthen cross-border cooperation among law enforcement agencies that is anchored within our treaty under 130 and 123, Right Honorable Speaker. This will help us to tackle and channel the energies of the young people within the area so that they are part of the processes that build. Areas of health, Right Honorable Speaker, we have made the proposal in this bill, Right Honorable Speaker, to support enactment of the laws that implement the East African sexual and reproductive health rights, Right Honorable Speaker. Expand the youth-friendly sexual reproductive health rights services and scale up the mental health, psychological support. Even in our budget, Right Honorable Speaker, areas of mental health are under unfunded priority, Right Honorable Speaker. All of us have a level of madness, Right Honorable Speaker. It is the level that differs, but in our own initiatives, Right Honorable Speaker, majority of the young people that suffer with issues of drug addiction in this region are young people. And we believe that this bill, Right Honorable Speaker, will have a bigger initiative in helping channel and bring young people. Right Honorable Speaker, as I said, and I don't want to waste a lot of time, today is mostly seeking leave. All of us in this house have been young people. We have the youth in our aspects, in our political parties, within the arenas where we come from, in our own houses, we have young people, Right Honorable Speaker. I believe that this bill is going to be an historical opportunity for us to transform the lives of millions of the young people in East African community by creating the legal and binding framework for them to participate in the protection, empowerment, and develop the initiatives that will move this community forward. By investing in the young people today, Right Honorable Speaker, the East African community secures a peaceful and prosperous, innovative, and integrated generation. There is nothing for us without the young people on board. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to move.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Siranda. Honorable members, the motion is that this House grant leave to Honorable Siranda to introduce a bill, the East African Community Youth Council Bill. Debate is open. As he has
Procedure.
yes,
Honorable.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, to the floor. I think at this stage, there is no need of debate because the honorable member is asking just to be granted a go-ahead or not by this August House. I think you only put the question if the House will grant him the leave or not.
Information.
Thank you.
to who?
To the member on the floor.
Honorable Victor, are you taking the information? He's not taking it. Indeed, this bill will come back and we'll debate properly and formally when it will come back. So, honorable members, let's go straight and put a question. You are the seconder, of course, but, sorry?
It's a background
Are you the
information
seconder?
I want to give.
And you'll be the number one to. Yes, so honorable members, let them put a question. I now put the question that this House grants leave to Honorable Dr. Siranda to introduce a private members bill, the East African Community Youth Council Bill. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
Item number 3 from the order paper, motion for a resolution of the Assembly to appoint members to standing committees. Motion.
So, Sajia, move the motion.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, honorable colleagues. So I move that motion for a resolution of the Assembly to appoint members to a standing committee.
Proceed. And justify it. Do you have seconders? No one. You have Honorable Gladness, Honorable Dr. Black, and the others. You can justify it.
Right Honorable Speaker, as you are aware that for each member of the Eala to participate and to effectively discharge his or her duty, it has to be through a committee. That is where her expertise and experience can be explored. So, Right Honorable Speaker, with that, allow me, pursuant to Rule 79, Rule 80, and Rule 83 of the Assembly Rules of Procedure, the Assembly appointed a standing committee necessary for the efficient discharge of its function, noting that the recent changes in the membership of the Assembly in the United Republic of Tanzania, where Honorable James Miller Honorable Dr. Ngwaro Jumaine Magambe were appointed ministers in the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, and Honorable Angela Kizika joined the Parliament of United Republic of Tanzania, therefore creating vacancies in the Assembly and in the various committees of the House. Aware that the Eala Commission has, with effect from 26th June 2026, nominated the following members. Honorable Fatuma Abdallah Gangi is nominated to the membership of the Committee on Accounts and Committee on Agriculture, Tourism, and Natural Resources. Honorable Kosato David Chumi is nominated to the membership of the Committee on Agriculture, Tourism, and Natural Resources, and Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution. Honorable Kambarage Masato Wazira is nominated to the membership of the Committee on Communication, Trade and Investment, and Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution. Now, therefore, this Assembly do resolve to approve the nomination as read out. Honorable Fatuma Abdallah Gange is approved as a member of the Committee on Accounts and Committee on Agriculture, Tourism, and Natural Resources. Honorable Kosoto David Chumi is approved as a member of the Committee on Agriculture, Tourism, and Natural Resources, and Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution. Honorable Kambarage Masato Wazira is approved as a member of the Committee on Communication, Trade and Investment, and Committee on Regional Affairs and Conflict Resolution. So, Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to submit.
Thank you. Honorable members, the motion is that this House do resolve to appoint members to the standing committees of the Assembly. I now put the question that this House do resolve to appoint members to the standing committees of the Assembly. Those in favor say aye. To the contrary say nay. The ayes have it. Let's proceed. Clerk. Okay. Honorable members, I have to thank you again for your good work during this plenary. We have been able to consider one, audited accounts reports, financial years 2023, 2024. We have been considered supplementary budget. We also had this main EAC budget, financial year 2026, 2027. We had two bills. One, supplementary bill 2026 and appropriation bill 2026. We had 5 reports of delegations. We also have to consider a report on one-stop border post. And we have also considered the 2 resolutions. This is what we have done during these few days of plenary. And you have been working hard day and night I could not come back to thank everyone from SG, ministers, members, staff, the clerks. Everyone has been doing his best. And as we are now reached the end of this plenary, I have to adjourn this house synod and wish all of you a good stay when you travel back. Thank you.
Honorable members, this is any other business. We have a cake here. You can honor my birthday today as I join the first floor by eating a cake. Join me in cutting the cake, right? Thank you so much. It's here. Yes.